Savitri, Book 1, Canto 5, The Yoga of the Spirit's Freedom and Greatness. A brighter, heavenlier sun must soon illume this dusk room with its dark internal stare, the infant soul in its small nursery school, mid objects meant for a lesson hardly learned, outgrow its early grammar of intellect and its limitation of earth nature's art, its earthly dialect to God language change, in living symbols study reality and learn the logic of the infinite. The ideal must be nature's common truth, the body illumined with its indwelling God, the heart and mind feel one with all that is, a consciousness soul live in a conscious world. As through a mist a sovereign peak is seen, the greatness of the eternal spirit appeared, exiled in a fragmented universe amid half semblances of divine things. These now could serve no more his regal turn. The immortal's pride refused the doom to live, a miser of scanty bargain made between our littleness and bounded hopes, and the compassionate infinitudes. His height repelled the lowness of earth's state, a wideness discontented with its frame, resiled from poor ascent to nature's terms, the heart's contract, spurned and the diminished release. Only beginnings are accomplished here. Our basis matter seems alone complete, an absolute machine without a soul, or all seems a misfit of half ideas, or we saddle with the vice of earthly form, a hurried, imperfect glimpse of heavenly things, guesses and travesties of celestial types. Here chaos sorts itself into a world, a brief formation drifting in the void, appings of knowledge, unfinished arcs of power, flamings of beauty into earthly shapes, love's broken reflexes of unity, swim fragment mirrorings of a floating sun, a packed assemblage of crude tentative lives are pieced into a tessellated whole. There is no perfect answer to our hopes. There are blind, voiceless doors that have no key. Thought climbs in vain and brings a borrowed light, cheated by counterfeits sold to us in life's mart. Our hearts clutch at a forfeited heavenly bliss. There is provender for the mind's satiety. There are thrills of the flesh, but not the soul's desire. Here, even the highest rapture time can give is a mimicry of ungrasped beatitudes, a mutilated statue of ecstasy, a wounded happiness that cannot live, a brief felicity of mind or sense thrown by the world power to her body slave, or a simulacrum of enforced delight in the seraglios of ignorance. For all we have acquired soon loses worth, an old disvalued credit in time's bank, imperfections check drawn on the inconscient, and inconsequence dogs every effort made, and chaos waits on every cosmos formed. In each success a seed of failure lurks. He saw the doubtfulness of all things here, the incertitude of man's proud confident thought, the transience of the achievements of his force, a thinking being in an unthinking world, an island in the sea of the unknown, his smallness trying to be great, an animal with some instincts of a god, his life a story too common to be told, his deeds, a number summing up to naught, his consciousness, a torch lit to be quenched, his hope a star above a cradle and grave, and yet a greater destiny may be this, for the eternal spirit is his truth. He can recreate himself and all around and fashion new the world in which he lives. He, ignorant, is the knower beyond time. He is the self above nature, above fate. His soul retired from all that he had done. Hushed was the futile din of human toil. Forsaken wheeled the circle of the days. In distance sank the crowded tramp of light. The silence was his sole companion left. Impassive, he lived immune from earthly hopes, a figure in the ineffable witness shrine, pacing the vast cathedral of his thoughts under its arches dim with infinity, and heavenward brooding of invisible wings, a call was on him from intangible heights, indifferent to the little outpost mind. He dwelt in the wideness of the eternal's reign. Om Namo Bhagavati Sri Arvindaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Sri Arvindaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Sri Arvindaya.